This is the last episode of the psychological bootcamp series that I have just made. This is episode 5, and today's topic is on the subconscious and conscious mind and the powers the subconscious mind truly has in your life. I'm going to break down everything that the subconscious mind has in your life, what it can do, what it controls, and how you can use it as a tool to reprogram your entire life. And if you're able to master your subconscious mind, there's no doubt in my mind you can accomplish anything you truly put your mind to. So let's go straight into it right now. Let's get started. Step 1 of being able to become the person that you wish to be is you need to understand the difference between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So let me break it down for you in very simple terms. The conscious mind controls your willpower, it controls your short-term memory, and it controls critical thinking and your logical thinking. Everything I just listed right there are all things that require awareness. They're in the moment. You have to be aware in order to use your conscious mind. That's why it's called conscious, because you're living in that present moment. Now, your subconscious mind controls your imagination, your habits, your beliefs, your emotions and values, protective reactions, your intuition, your long-term memory, programming, your fears, and your self-image. Everything I just listed right there, imagine you could control that as like you can fucking actually control those things in your life. If you could control those things, imagine who you could become. If you could fucking control all of your emotional reactions to everything, control what you memorize and what you don't, control how you perceive yourself and how you perceive other things, control your reactions to absolutely everything and anything in the present world and in your mind. That's like fucking, you're like Dr. Strange, dude. It's insane. And you can do that. I'm going to break down how you can actually do that. So that's pretty much step 1 is understanding that your conscious mind only makes up around 5% of your brain, while your subconscious mind makes up 95%. That is a drastic difference. Most of the things that you do in your life are based off of a subconscious reaction. Your subconscious controls almost everything that doesn't require awareness, like I just said. And if you think about it, almost every decision you're making in your life right now is a subconscious one. Why did you click on this video and watch it? Why did you click on this video? Is it because you saw the caption? And maybe that caption actually applies to your life. Maybe you do need to work on your subconscious. Maybe it's your subconscious telling you, hey, I'm not the person I want to be. Maybe I need to work on myself. Maybe I'm going to watch this video. You're not even thinking of these things. You're just acting. You're just acting because that's all you've ever done. You don't know any better. You're simply blind to this shit. So if you're able to control this, you're able to control anything. So that's step number 1. Now, step number 2 is actually reprogramming your mind. And that's kind of like a big thing. Like, people are like, how the fuck am I going to do that? How the hell am I going to reprogram my mind? You take it step by step. The first thing you can do is get rid of any limiting beliefs that aren't self-serving to the identity you wish to become. If you wish to become a millionaire, if you wish to have a family, you wish to be successful, and you wish to have property, you wish to travel, you wish to be at peace, you wish to be grounded, you wish to be closer with Christ, whatever it may be, if you are having these limiting beliefs that aren't helping that identity grow, then you need to cut that out of your life. So when I say if it isn't self-serving, every input that you're putting in your life that isn't promoting to this new evolved identity that you wish to become, you got to stop. So whether it be your drinking, whether it be your smoking, whether it be the people you're with, the people you hang out with, the YouTube videos you watch, the music you listen to, the places you go, the habits you have, the food you eat, the regimen you have, the sleep schedule you have, all these things that are limiting that person from growing, you have to quit. And that's usually the hardest part, is accepting that, because we as human beings are stubborn. We don't want to get rid of our habits because our habits make us feel comfortable. And when we're comfortable, then we feel like everything's okay. We're in la la land. But that's the thing, you're asleep. You don't know any better. But if you cut that shit out and you do the hard thing, then that new evolved identity can actually show itself. Think about it like this. Everyone knows that picture of like the wolf with the sheep's clothing on. Imagine if you can actually be that person if you take off the mask, if you just take it off. But it's being hidden because you keep doing the same exact shit all the time. That's when you, like, a perfect example is when you see like MMA fighters, like professional UFC fighters that are in public and they dress up as just like regular old dudes with like slacks and like fucking glasses. You don't know any different. If you walk by them in the street, you'll be like, oh, that's just a normal dude. It's because they're playing into that role. They understand the powers of the subconscious mind. They understand if they fit in the role that other people are doing, then nothing will really change. But you act in accordance with the identity that you truly are or the identity you wish to be, then things will fucking appear in your life. People will look at you differently. Like fucking, look at fucking Clav, bro. Perfect example. That dude does whatever the fuck he wants. He's so self-secure in himself that when people see him, like, holy shit. Like he doesn't give a fuck. It's because he knows the powers of his subconscious mind. I don't want to ramble on and on about this, but you gotta quit the shit that's hurting you. You have to stop. Stop doing the shit that makes you feel comfortable. Take that plane ticket and travel and be alone. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Start eating the same food every single day because you know it's going to benefit you. Stop eating that fried shit and all this fake food that you know isn't good for you. Actually start going to the gym and start lifting and fixing yourself physically. Start journaling more and start reflecting on your intellectual capabilities. Start doing things that are going to fucking promote you as a human being. Stop doing shit that makes you feel comfortable. Because if you're comfortable, you're never going to grow. What millionaire do you know comfortably got to their wealth without actually being a Nepo baby? Fucking none. None of them did. They all got there because they put themselves in uncomfortable situations. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. No one wants to be in an uncomfortable situation financially, physically, emotionally. No one wants to fucking do that. But if you do that, you're going to grow. Your subconscious controls everything. So fucking tap into it. The second step after eliminating your limiting beliefs is fixing your self-perception. Most people don't rise to who they could be, they fall to who they think they are. If you actually think, like, I am that fucking guy, like I'm where I'm at, I'm grounded, I'm at peace. If you give yourself these positive affirmations, I do this shit every morning, every single morning. I sound fucking delusional. I'm brushing my teeth in where the sinks are, and there's kids who walk by me like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Well, dude, it's the truth. Like, if I have to fucking program my mind to tell myself I am where I'm going to, I am where I'm at, I'm going to get to where I'm going to be because I know what I'm capable of, I know a skill, I can fucking do this, everything's going to work out, God is on my side, he's rooting for me, I'm rooting for me, it's going to work out. Positive affirmations go hand in hand with your self-perception. You can't really just flip your self-perception like that and be like, you know, I'm a completely different person now. I'm going to view myself different. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes consistency. So every morning, every night, look at yourself in the mirror. Do what you need to do. Put water in your face. Look at yourself and say, I'm at peace. I'm grounded. I'm going to accomplish what I want to accomplish, whatever that may be. For me, it's trading. I tell myself all the time, I'm going to have a 10K month. I'm going to have a 100K month. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to live in the house that I want. I'm going to have a family that I want. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do all these things. I tell myself that. I trick my brain into actually thinking that it's gonna fucking happen. I trick my brain into thinking it actually will happen. And when you do that and you say these things and put it out in the universe, you're speaking it. You're literally writing your own story through your mouth, through your lips. God created your lips to speak. Speak shit into the universe. Tell yourself, I will do this. I will accomplish this. It sounds psychotic. It sounds crazy, but you have to be crazy if you want to be successful. And that's the only way. Step number 3, I feel like that's a good leeway into maintenance. Maintenance is huge because as soon as you accomplish something, that doesn't mean you might let off the gas. I told you the analogy all the time. Well, not even an analogy, this is real life. I told you the story of when I got my first payout and I fucking blew it instantly because I took my foot off the gas and I thought, I can take it easy now. I did it, right? No, you didn't fucking do it. You got to continue to work at this shit. You got to keep nailing the hammer. Hammering the nail. Yeah, that's better, sorry. Treat every input in your life as fuel for this evolved identity. I'm going to say this again and again and again. Treat these inputs as fuel for our machine. You are a machine, so act like it. This will build consistency and discipline. And if you have discipline, you can accomplish anything because discipline is applicable to whatever it may be that you want to do. Sports, trading, real estate, law, doctor, whatever. Be present and appreciative. Don't look back. Too many times I see people never be able to have this way of thinking because they're holding on to shit on their past. You can't hold on to the shit in your past. We talked about it before in emotions, and I think it was episode 1 or 2. If you're sad, it's because you're holding on to your past. And if you're anxious, you're looking at your future too much. You need to be present. Control what you can control, and that is your present. If you can control what you can now and reprogram your subconscious and the now, then these little wins, these little disciplined wins will compound over time to this new evolved identity of yourself, which in a year from now, just fucking imagine if you kept saying these positive affirmations every single day, 365. where would you be at the end of the year? I guarantee you wouldn't be at the same person because your subconscious is different. You can't, when you act and do something, it's usually a subconscious action. Now imagine if you trick your brain enough to where now your subconscious actions are actually benefiting you. That's fucking insane. Like imagine that shit where you were like on autopilot at that point. And why are you on autopilot? Because you put in the work. You did the hard shit. You did the things that no one else wanted to do. But because you did that, now you're at a point in your life where you can operate in the present at any moment with anyone doing anything in any circumstance and fucking succeed. Imagine that. That's fucking insane. And it all starts by doing those three things that I told you to do. Get rid of any limiting beliefs, fix your self-perception, and be present. And if you could do those three things and tack on positive affirmations in the morning and at night, oh my God, dude, you're fucking golden, bro. You're going to accomplish whatever it is you want to do. If you want to get that 10K month, you're going to get that 10K month because your brain is telling you, I'm going to get this 10K month. And your subconscious mind is literally going to take control over your life and it's just going to work out. But in order for that to happen, you need to be appreciative of the circumstances you're in. You have to be appreciative of the path that God is putting you on. Because the path that God is putting you on is going to have these highs and lows, and these highs and lows are going to be teaching you to be a better version of yourself. How the fuck are you ever supposed to relate to someone if you've never gone through anything? God does this. He works in miracles. He does crazy shit to you. If you look back on your year and you really think about all these highs and lows, you'll be like, wow, I'm still here. I persevered. Exactly. So it's going to be okay. Tell yourself it's going to be okay, and tell yourself those positive affirmations that I just told you to do. And if you're able to do that, you will become the person you want to be. I can guarantee you that. In order to become, you must be. In order to become, you must be first. If you tell yourself, I am there, then you are there. Like, there's this one quote I really like. It says, to fall asleep, you must pretend to be asleep first. Like, now apply that to your actual life. You can apply that to success. In order to become rich, you have to tell yourself, I will be rich, or think I am rich. Like if you say, you know what, I'm going to be a millionaire because that's what I'm destined to be. I'm millionaire material. Then you are going to be a fucking millionaire. Imagine if you say, oh, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a loser. I'm fat. I'm so tired. I feel sick. I don't want to get up. Do you think that's going to motivate you to become a better version of yourself? I have another YouTube video on my page where it talks about the having good motivation and bad motivation. I actually talked about it in this series as well. There's a difference between having good motivation and bad motivation. And if you are having positive affirmations and keep reinforcing this idea that this new evolved identity will become, and you will act in accordance of that version of yourself, then you will exist. That's positive. That's positive motivation. Negative motivation is like what I just said before, where you just harp on all the negatives that are going on in your life and never actually truly accomplish anything. You live down to who you think you are. You're not going to be able to rise to who you want to become if you're like that. It's not possible. So do those things. If you're able to understand, then you're able to reprogram. And if you're able to reprogram, then you'll get to the point where you're going to be able to maintenance. And if you're able to maintenance, dude, you got it. You got it on lock. So this is the last episode of the series. I think this is the best one yet because you can apply this to any part of your life. You don't really need to watch the rest of the series if you want to. You can just watch this one because your subconscious is in control of almost fucking everything in your life. So fucking tap into that shit. Start using it. It's magical, bro. You can do anything with that shit. So that's the series. I hope you enjoyed the Psychological Bootcamp series. I'll be making more content soon, but I just had a lot going on in my mind because, like I said, I took a really long break from posting on social media, and I had to do a lot of reflecting to push out the shit I'm saying to you now, and I don't think I was at that place at that time to accurately display this way of thinking. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.